For the majority of my life, I've been stuck in the cycle of chasing more achievements, more validations, more of everything I just thought I needed to succeed. But something clicked in me recently. I realized that the more I tried to hold on to, whether it was habits or mindsets or people, the more I was just holding myself back. So as I look ahead to this next year, I'm choosing to leave behind 6 things that have just kept me in this cycle. I'm sharing them with you guys today because I truly believe if you make these changes as well, you will see a shift in your own life. I'm letting go, holding on to old habits. We all have them, right? Some habits are helpful, some are harmless, and then there are those that just suck the life out of us. Those habits we've been holding on to for way too long without even realizing it. For me, one of the biggest offenders was grabbing my phone the second I wake up. And this started off so innocent too. I convinced myself that this was just a normal way to wake up. But over time, I started to notice the toll that it was taking on me. That first hour of my day, which should have been mine to set the tone, was already hijacked before I even had a chance to breathe. And at night, it was the same story. I'd scroll mindlessly until I was too tired to even realize what I was looking at. It was draining my energy and my focus and making me feel like I was already behind before the day even started. So I've realized that I need to take control of how I start and how I end my days. Now I'm waking up and I'm spending that time journaling or reading or just reflecting on what I want to create in my life that day. And at night, instead of mindlessly scrolling, I've created a wind down routine that actually helps me relax, letting go of the chaos of that day. And if you guys want me to make a video on my new nightly routine, let me know in the comments. I'm letting go of unnecessary comparison. If I'm being real, I've spent way too much time in my life comparing myself to others. And this is really easy to fall into, right? You're mindlessly scrolling through social media and then bam, you see someone else's success and immediately you feel less than. I'd see other people's achievements online, like their careers or their YouTube growth or milestones they just hit, and I would just feel really crummy. I would think, why am I not here yet? Or why can't I achieve those same things? And this really has been one of the most corrosive things to my mental health because comparison really is a thief of joy. It's like chasing a moving target, trying to compare yourself to everyone else's story, forgetting that their beginning isn't the same as your middle, and their middle isn't your end. So this year, I have made a conscious decision. I am not going to compare myself to those people anymore. I'm gonna focus on my own path because it's really the only one I have control of. Everyone has their own journey that no one can compare to. And I know I've said this before, but social media is so not real. It is quite literally a highlight reel that is filtered and then filtered again. And just because someone else is succeeding doesn't mean my success or your success is no longer possible. Their wins aren't taking anything away from ours. I don't know if it's a scarcity mindset, but I am really now just trying to open myself up to more of an abundancy one. And this has really made me realize that my competition isn't everyone else, it's myself. I'm letting go of living for the weekend. Working in a 9-to-5 office job for the past 10 years, I've just been stuck in a pattern of just making it through the week. Monday to Friday has just always felt like a countdown to where I can just finally live for a couple days. I mean, straight up, when I get home every Friday, my girlfriend and I do a Friday dance just to celebrate that it's the weekend. It's those days leading up to that point. I'm just trying to get there and make it go by as fast as possible. And I'm realizing that I'm not living in the moment. And so this year, I'm really going to start to change how I see things. When my girlfriend and I go to bed now, we ask each other what the best part of our day was and what we're looking forward to tomorrow. That goes every single day, not just on the weekends. So I'm reflecting on something that happened to me that day and something that I'm genuinely looking forward to the next one. And yeah, sometimes it is hard to think of something, but there is always something. This really helps me just try to see, I don't know, like the magic in the ordinary, that there is still something good and happening in real time. And I'm finding myself paying attention more to those little pockets throughout the day that are actually going well and something that is really cool and that I'm able and excited to share that night about what the best part of that day actually was. I'm letting go of negative people and toxic relationships. For the longest time, I just convinced myself that I had to put up with certain people. I would tell myself that it's just a phase or they're my friend and to just be there and deal with it and to support them. But here's the hard truth I had to face. Constant negativity, whether it be complaining or gossiping or just belittling others. It is just so draining. So this year, I am doing things differently. I'm no longer going to hold on to those relationships that don't align with the person that I want to become. A big focus of mine is going to be how I can be as intentional as possible with my energy and my time. And those people that are just constantly dragging me into their drama, I'm going to take a step back from. And I'm going to start prioritizing those relationships that just help me grow and help me be a better person and share the same values as me. I'm realizing as I get older, my energy is just not at the same level anymore, and I can't handle people just constantly bringing me down. It's honestly so exhausting when you have those people in your life who constantly have to tell you their problems and then they want solutions, but then they never actually follow through with your advice. And those are the same people that don't ask about your day or have any interest in what you are doing. I think it's just about being honest with yourself and making sure that those close relationships to you are actually moving in the direction that you want them to go in. And when they're not, that opens up space to fill it with people that will. So if you hear from me less next year, you know why. I'm letting go of my all or nothing mentality. I will be honest, I have been trapped in this mindset for years now. It's that feeling of thinking that if I can't do it perfectly or if I can't go all in, then I'm just not going to do it at all. And unfortunately, that type of thinking has been really counterproductive. For example, if I'm not in the gym Monday morning, the chances of me having a really healthy week are just slim to none. Or if I eat an unhealthy breakfast, I'm probably not going to be healthy the rest of the day. In these circumstances, I feel like my day or my week is already ruined, so what's the point? But what I hate about this mentality is it builds up pressure and it makes it almost impossible to advance. So this year, I am ditching that mindset for something much more freeing: progress over perfection. Success is not about doing everything perfect. It's about making small steps that actually help you move forward. I'm really going to put emphasis on just getting back on track and not letting one mess up derail my entire day or my entire week. I've noticed that the people that succeed don't get there by being perfect. They just improvise and they keep going, and that's how they get there. I'm letting go of my fear of failure. That fear of failure has just always felt like an invisible blanket that has just been put on my shoulders, just keeping me stuck. And I've let it hold me back from so many things, like starting this YouTube channel to stepping into opportunities that I was really excited about, but the voice in my head would just stop me and ask me if I was actually good enough to do it, or what if I fail? All that wasted time worrying about what could go wrong or worst case scenarios in my head, to the point where it just paralyzed me from actually going forward. And this morphed from the fear of failure to just the fear of not trying. The fear of living a life where I didn't even give myself a chance to fail. But I'm choosing to not see failure as something to run from, but just a chance to grow and to learn things. And I'm realizing that the people that I admire most didn't get there by avoiding failure, but just by leaning into it and not letting that failure define them, but just to let it refine them. It's a teacher. I mean, we're all afraid of failure, but the real failure is not trying. I mean, what if failure wasn't the worst thing that could happen? What if it's the thing that actually pushes us to become the thing we were meant to be? I mean, if I didn't fail at my nutritional supplement company, I wouldn't be making videos right now, and I wouldn't have this awesome platform where I can talk to you guys about it. So this year, I'm not letting fear decide what I can and I cannot do, and I hope you guys don't either. So those are the 6 things that I'm leaving behind this year, and I want to know in the comments, what is something that you're going to leave behind? What is something that is just no longer serving you? Let me know below. I would just love to hear from you. We're in this together. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in that next episode. See you later. I'll give up my hatred for holiday antlers on cars. No, I won't.